bases in this game. It seems like that would just make things more difficult. There might be reasons to do it. I guess it might be nice to have like more, if you're really far out, to have like a forward base for you guys to sleep in. Or something like that. I'm not happy that there's carbon dioxide in a bottle here. How do you deal with that? Can I tell this to dump carbon dioxide? No. Can I have carbon dioxide bottles delivered to my storage compactor? Oh, you know how I'll deal with it? I'm gonna nuke this tile so that it falls down here. And now I just rebuild that tile. Wham bam. Problem solved. Now I don't have something stuck in there. Okay, so now let's put this tile up here. Let's clear this thing up. Alright, so now these things are pumping everything that's in here out. And that's good. That's going to create a vacuum in here over time. And we definitely don't want them to finish setting up the electrolyzers before this vacuum is created. But I don't honestly think it's going to take very long for the vacuum to go through here. How do I look at the gases? Wait, is there a gas display? Wait, that's this display, right? There's very small amounts of gas in here. I want it to not be shuffling between vacuum and carbon dioxide and just be vacuum. I can't believe someone got to day 800. I mean, I watched some streamers that get it that are in like the 300s, but I've never seen anybody beyond that. Rayless. That's crazy. Can we... Here, let me try to help get this gas out faster. I thought 2 would be fine for this, but... Let's get 3 of them. Well, we're doing pretty well here. We got our oxygen. Well, we don't have it fully set up yet, but we're getting close to having the oxygen. We have a supplementary power thing that doesn't involve much manpower. Obviously, it burns through coal, but right now we have a decent amount of coal still. We need to get this up and running, and it's unfortunate that I don't think we have any hatches in here. Hopefully we might actually have a hatch or two somewhere in here, like buried in here. This might be a hatch. This could have a hatch in it, potentially. Pump not in gas. Okay, so we've now created a vacuum here. So now we can deconstruct this. And now we want to make an oxygen, a gas filter. It's going to take our oxygen, filter that out. So, let's see. This is what I was talking about before, where I just don't trust things, so. Oh, I can't do this yet. I have to wait for the things to be set up. remove those vents, please. Okay, so you guys go here, remove that, and now we will create gas bridge. This will go in from here. This will go in from here. This will connect like that. And then this is going to be the oxygen. So oxygen. Wait, we already created a path for that, so it's over here. We can do it like this. And then this one will just be the hydrogen. So it needs to go and connect into this. It's kind of a weird little path for the things, but whatever. It'll be fine. We'll prioritize all of this at a 6. We need this piping set up. Let's get it all going. Should be easy enough. I just want you guys to fill out all those vents so that we can, and the pipes, are the pipes in good condition? Oh yeah, they'll be done with that pass too, so everything will be good. And we will have our oxygen creation amplified here. And this is connected now, so like I said, we should be able to... Wait, no, it was these that were connected. We just low prioritied this, is basically all we did. And once that's dealt with, then it's time for Natural Gas Town down here. Natural Gas Town. Some call it the Taco Bell. But I don't know why they would do that. Jerks, really. Yes, my friends, do it. Place all the pipes and vents. We're using igneous rock for this for some reason. Whatever. What happened to your CO2? There's some CO2 around here. There's some CO2 down here. There's probably CO2 down in the chlorine. Yeah, there's very dense CO2 down here. So look at this, 5.4 kilograms per tile. So it looks like a lot of it's just ended up down there and been very condensed. So honestly, I mean, I find that kind of lucky. There's a layer of CO2 that's in here. Because I have this algae terrarium that I queued up and never built. I had an algae terrarium down here, but I haven't been trying to nuke the CO2 at all. And then some of our CO2 is just bottled somehow. Oh, here we go. So this is now set for oxygen. We need this to complete, this to complete. We're almost there though, and we need to finish building this. So we're very close to this being functional. And we need this to be built too. Like honestly, once this is built, this thing is operational, so Finish the pipes, my friends. And now let's see. What else will we need in here with us? We will need a gas pump. Like so. Filters can be built above things, potentially. I think we'll need like a filter per 2 pumps or something like that, probably. Is going to be the most efficient. We're actually going to need 2 filters because we're going to need... Wait, do we need 2 filters? We can just do 1 filter. We can do 1 filter per 2 vents. And we'll just tell it natural gas goes in these. And then as far as other things are concerned, just spew it outside of the room. We don't really care what it is. It'll probably be polluted oxygen or carbon dioxide. It might be oxygen too. There may be some oxygen in there when we get going. But that'll be the next priority. Oh, and then I guess, hold on, we need mesh tiles on these things. Because they spew a little polluted water down. That's why they're built at the bottom there. So it's doing its thing. If we look at the pipes, we've got natural gas going into here. We've got oxygen going in. And yeah, we're doing it. And just in time because we're really out of algae. We are out of algae. So let me cancel this terrarium. Because that's not going to be useful. We can easily find... There's plenty of algae out here still. And there's slime that we can convert to algae. I say there's plenty... Okay, yeah, here's like a bunch of algae down here. Some algae up here. Some algae right here. Got algae over here. We got algae. It's happening. Does this cost a lot of water? Let's see. It does cost water. How much does it cost? Using water. So these things use 333 status max gas pressure. Pipe blocks not pumping. We might actually need another filter here. But this one, pipe blocked. Oh, have a good night, Triadonna. Thanks for tuning in. Get some good rest. I think these each use 333 gallons per second when they're actually pumping. I maybe should have made this 4 electrolyzers wide, but I don't know. I made it 3. No, I did make it 4. Okay, 4 is what I wanted. I got confused. So they're using 333 gallons per second, which means that I'm using like 1,333 gallons per second. While the it's not at max gas pressure. And these things are pumping out, this gas is 1,000 grams of oxygen. So we're getting a lot out of it. But it definitely does. That's the first thing that I make that starts using a decent amount of water. But it's pretty worthwhile. You going to bed too, Rayless? I appreciate you joining in on the stream and the chat. And I hope that you have a good night. And get plenty of rest. Well, thanks for tuning in and talking, man. I'm completely fine with answering questions and everything. It's great. I enjoy it. So I hope to see you again. So here we go. We built that. Now, the other thing we could build up here, which we probably want to do, and we could have built it right there where it's already got kind of a polluted thing going on. Hey, thanks for the follow, my friend. Actually, the noise caught me off guard. I was a little surprised by it. It was loud in my ears. Okay. So what I was saying is that we could build a metal refinery out here. And we could have put it like right... Actually, I mean, we could still put it over in this general direction and have the liquid dump out over here. Because it needs cooling. And then it dumps out hot water. And we could just have it dump in here, which we could eventually go grab if we wanted to. So probably that's what I'll do. It seems like a fine way to handle it. But we do need to build this thing up relatively fast, so I'm going to prioritize layers of this at a time. So let's prioritize the top layer first, because I do need to finish this room, because we need to get less dependent on coal, which we are burning at a decent clip. And the cool thing about this, if we can get it set up right, we need plastics for it, but at some point we can bring any remaining hatches down here. And they'll eat, like these things will spit out fertilizer. And then the hatches can eat it and create coal. And basically you just have like a nice little sustaining thing going on there. Okay, so what did we want to build up here? We wanted to build a metal refinery. These things get real hot, and they take a lot of power, so I just connect them directly to the power grid without the thick power grid without the transformer, because they actually seem to do fine with that. And you don't use them very often. And I want to send this insulated pipe also into this. And then I want to send pipe out. And maybe I don't need insulated for the remaining because it's going to be hot water. So I don't actually probably need insulated pipe here. And I don't know, I think I'm just going to do it something like... We're going to need to get in here. So we might need to just destroy a ground tile. Let's see here. So I want to have a vent that just dumps right there. I'm going to need a liquid bridge. Oh, you can't... I'd have to put the... Hold on. Plumbing, liquid pipe, cancel this. So you have to do like a jaunty thing here. Because you can't go directly with a bridge into the output, the liquid vent. Because the bridge, I guess, claims that type of thing already. So we'll have a bridge there. We'll have a bridge here. So this thing uses it's coolant for the process. And then this is the wastewater from it being cooled. And that wastewater is supposedly pretty hot. But it's going to be going through the cold biome a little bit and then dumping out here where we eventually can do something with it, probably. If that makes sense. And our guys are finally getting to our art, which is nice. Some of the stuff around the base is actually getting done. We did manage to finish this layer, so let's prioritize the next kind of level here to be done. And we're going to have to power this, which we're going to use heavy wire here. We need to disconnect that line and use a a bridge. So here we're going to connect this into the power line as well. We're going to use heavy joint plate here because there needs to be a wall there at some point. And we need this to be a wire bridge. So deconstruct this wire. Put a wire bridge here. Priority 8 that wire bridge, please, so we get this back up and running. Heavy watt wire, bring it across. So yeah, heavy watt wire, I'll usually just run down the wire, these things, and... Oh, who is suffocating? How did you do this to yourself? Oh, crap. Vasil, how did you do this to yourself? Cancel this. Cancel this. Get a ladder here. Prioritize these at a 9. Entombed. Smoke char. Deconstruct. Priority 9. How did you guys do this to yourselves? Okay, you guys are free. You figured it out. Starvation. You guys are really getting me worried right now. Deconstruct this ladder. Deconstruct this ladder. How did you guys manage to do this to yourselves? You're madmen. Madmen is what you are. But okay, so this is... We're building it. We're going to need to power it. It's going to take some transformers for sure. If you look at these, each one's 120 in these lines. So that's 940 just from a row of synthesizers. So each row of synthesizers can be on its own transformer, basically. And then the gas pumps, we've got 6 of them at 240 apiece. And then we'll probably have 3 pumps. So we might need 2 transformers. Maybe 1 for each side of pumps. So here we're going to need like 5 transformers. I'm glad that our guys managed to get out of there. I don't know why they started building in here. and that why things went to heck there. But I'm glad they survived it. It was a concerning little bit of time there. Now we're down to food shortage instead of starvation, which is good. This colony is 67 cycles old. But so far so good. I mean, what do you guys think? Our water supply is looking nice. We don't have a lot of polluted water, which honestly we kind of would like some more, so I might bring some in. Our water supply is good. We've got power. We've got oxygen going. We're working on a natural gas power supply, which is going to be good, I think. So, I don't know. I foresee good things with our thing. I like the using 6 people. I think it did well. But I think I might call it a night tonight. My voice is kind of going out. I got this cough thing that I've been dealing with. I don't want to push it too hard. So let's call it for a night, I think. So let's save this. Alden Colony. You guys have been great. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate the cheers earlier. New follows, everything. You guys are wonderful. So I hope to see you guys again. Next stream is Tuesday. Standard, my schedule is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday usually. So I hope you guys tune in. If you enjoy and you've been watching, please hit me with a follow. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.